Frederick Durst Van Halen. How about that?
Durst. Fred Durst. That would be hilarious. It's Abe Cannon. It's an Audacy Check In. Wolfgang Van Halen, and there's a new song called "The End." It's so badass. The way it starts out, just the guitar. It's my favorite Wolfgang song. I know you have two albums. This is your third album. This is my favorite song that you've done.
Thank you. That's high praise. Thank you so much.
It's it's so great. Like the guitar. Like what made you decide to do that? It's just like it like kicks you in the face when the song starts.
Yeah, I had this idea a while back, and I felt like maybe it was a little too over the top. But then I came back to it, and I thought it would be fun to try and make it into a song. And it was a fun little process that, having this, it was a tough thing to balance where it's like the centerpiece of the song is this sort of solo-y thing. But I think the aggressiveness and over the top of it, the over the topness of it is sort of what makes it so exciting.
Are you feeling that guitar is really prominent again in rock? Like I feel like the guitar like kind of went away for a little bit. Like people were like not doing solos, and now I feel like bands are really embracing the guitar again.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think even in pop you see they have full bands with guitar and everything. So it's I think it's definitely on its way back for sure. If it was comparatively to where it was say 10 years ago.
And you're like one of the greatest guitar players in the world. Like you are one of the best, really. I mean,
Oh,
that's making new music. You are one of the top guys. Like if you think about it, you go back to all the greats. Like you're one of the current greats.
that's very kind of you. I may not necessarily agree with that, but that's again high praise. Thank you very much.
If you look at rock bands, there's not many bands, guitar players that could do what you do.
Eh, it's not that difficult. It's I think tapping sounds fancier than and more complicated
I'm,
than
I'm, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about your overall general guitar playing.
that's very sweet. Thank you.
So, okay, so tell me about the new album. Is it do you have a name for it? Is it do you know when it's coming out yet? We have the song "The End," which is great, but what about the album?
Yes, we have a new song out. I don't know if I can speak on any future music necessarily right now, but I do know that if you keep your ear and eyes to our mammoth socials, you may hear something in the next month or two about what is
Oh,
to.
and is this your favorite album that you've done so far?
I'm very happy with what I mean, especially with the end so far. I'm very excited with the direction that everything's headed in for sure.
Did you play all the instruments on this song too? Because I know on your other stuff you did everything.
Yeah, yeah, that's why fix what isn't broken. It's just I just have such a fun time playing in the studio, playing everything that now I've just gotten used to it. So yeah, that's kind of what it is in the studio.
So it's kind of like how Trent Reznor is Nine Inch Nails, Wolfgang Van Halen is Mammoth,
Sure. Yeah,
essentially.
absolutely.
Is it hard then to like teach people like your band then? Like this is how you do this?
My band, my live band is they're badass. So it's always just we get they listen to it, they got it, we get together and we play it, and it's awesome.
So you've been a part of some awesome tours. You were on the Guns N' Roses, you played with Metallica, Foo Fighters, Def Leppard. Like, what's your favorite tour that you've been on that you've opened? Because you have a tour coming up where Miles Kennedy will be opening for you. And
Yeah,
then you have the Creed tour also with Three Doors Down. But tell me about all these tours that you've been on. What's your favorite one that you've been on?
it's hard to. I wouldn't necessarily pick say a favorite. I think I'm just blown away to be a part of all these. But I think the most insane one was for sure the Metallica tour. Touring with them for 2 years. We were the one band who played every building with them on the no repeat weekend for the 2023 to 24 dates. They even gave us this plaque where it was like, perfect attendance, which was really, very sweet of them. And yeah, it was, I think just the grandioseness of it was so insane to play not only stadiums, which is such an out of body experience, but then in the round in that insane stage. It was certainly an out of body experience, and I can't believe we
What,
did it.
what do you find different about the in the round that you just have to pay attention to everyone, I guess?
It's tough because it's like I have a guitar pedal, I got a pedal board and I'm glued to the mic mainly, so I can't really move around. Luckily, I had, my bandmates running around as much as they could. I know we figured it out at some point where if I just place a mic somewhere else facing in a different direction, I can at least, kind of get a look at most of the people. But it's a tough thing to get used to for a bit.
You can't just get a platform that spins like around like every two songs.
No, I don't think we could fit that in the budget. I don't know if I could use any of Lars's spinning drum kit stands.
I'm sure tons of people have asked you about this, but I have to ask you, you're going to be on the Black Sabbath final show.
Yeah.
And do you know what you're doing yet? I mean, I would love to see you play like a Randy Rhoads solo. That would be so, I don't know if you're doing something like that, but that would be
That
so awesome.
Yeah, well, because I did play Crazy Train at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction for Ozzy. So yeah, it was. I think there's so many moving parts involved in this that I think every right now it's a little loose and it's coming together. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I still am a little uncertain, but it's going to be really exciting, whatever it turns out to be.
Because Tom Morello is like the music director, right? So he's putting like this whole thing together, and it's going to be
Yeah.
like everyone's there. It's the craziest lineup I've ever seen.
Yeah, just to be like, oh, Tool, oh, Mastodon, oh, Gojira, oh, like it's even that alone
Yeah.
underneath, and then Metallica, and then Black Sabbath. It's like, it's dumb, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
And on top of that, there's surprises, they said. I'm like, surprise who's left?
Yeah, I'm. No, you say that. Yeah, there is. Like, what is left?
Like, you have, I think, the greatest name of all time. Wolfgang Van Halen is the most badass. And like, if you ever have, I know you're married, but I don't know if you plan on having kids or whatever. But if you have kids, then like it's going to be hard to name your kids. What are you going to name? Like Beethoven Van Halen? Like, what would you name? What would you name your like Beethoven Van Halen would be a badass name, but what would you name if you? I don't even know if you want to have kids, or even if you have a dog or a cat. Like, what do you name? Like, it's hard for you to live up to your own name.
Frederick Durst Van Halen. How about that?
Durst. Fred Durst. That would be hilarious. Do you remember September 27th, 2007? Does that date ring a bell?
Is that the very first show? The very first show in Charlotte, North Carolina?
I was there. I drove to Charlotte. I think you were like, what, 15 or something?
I was, what is that, 2007? I was
Yeah.
16. I was 16.
So, what could you just walk me through what that was like? You played with Van Halen. You were 16 years old. Your first show, it was, and I'm telling you, the show was amazing. Everyone sounded, David Lee Roth sounded amazing that night. Like the whole thing was so great. Can you just walk me through what that was like for you?
It was in the works for so long. Like I'd been rehearsing since I was 14. So it was like a lot of growing up happened in the process of putting everything together. So I think I almost wasn't as nervous as I should have been. I think we had rehearsed so much, in our heyday of rehearsing for tours and everything. Al, Dad, and I we'd be playing like every day, for months at a time. So it just became like so in your bones, like it was boring. So you didn't even have to think about it. And so I think by the time we got to that show, we were just kind of able to take it in and just have a great time with the moment. I think it was just fun to have it all back.
I was gonna say, what was it like to be in high school when you were in Van Halen, but you've always been Wolfgang Van Halen. So I guess
Yeah,
it's
and it was
weird.
not cool. It's not a cool thing in high school. Not at all. Like, in fact, when I came back from the first tour, there were people who like, I wouldn't call it bullying. It was more like, light ribbing, but it was like, oh, look, there's a bass player for Van Halen, like, and somehow turn that into a not cool thing, which is, that's high school.
Yeah, exactly. Like
But
anyone to figure out that it's not cool to be in Van
I
Halen, that's
mean,
just the ultimate. No matter what you do at that point, they're gonna hate on you.
yeah, if you say a thing in a funny voice, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the substance of it is. But yeah, no, I mean, it was nice because it was nice to be able to go back to my high school after that because I missed my 11th grade year. But it was nice to be able to go back for my senior year to be with all my friends, and it was like it never happened. It was great.
I'm really excited about this new song to end. I'm telling you, if people haven't heard it yet, it's my favorite song that you've put out.
Oh, wait till you see the video, man. Wait till you see the video.
Oh, what can you talk about that at all?
Oh man, I don't want to spoil it, but we were able to work with Robert Rodriguez and Greg
Oh my
Nicotero
God.
on the video. So I'm very excited to hear what you think when it comes out.
It's called The End. Great song. I love it. People are gonna be so excited. I can't wait to hear the rest of the music. What do you, I would like to end these interviews by just saying you have some really hardcore fans. What do you want to say directly to your fans?
Man, it's kind of crazy to think that the band has hardcore fans. So I'm just thankful to have that opportunity. That's why I'm so excited to, it's fun to open, do crazy things like opening for Metallica. That's always an insane thing. But where it's really the most fun is the headline shows, where people are there to hear their favorite song from us. And that's always, and we can't have that without these fans. So if I'm speaking to them directly, just thank you. I love you right back.
And you have Miles Kennedy opening your tour, which
I'm
is great
literally
too.
wearing a Miles Kennedy shirt right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna have to bring my A game because sharing the stage with the amazing singer and guitar player that he is, I got to make sure I don't mess up.
Well, Wolfgang, you're a great guy, and like I said, I love the new song, and thank you so much.
Thank you, dude. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.